Okay, so I usually use two bases, just because I feel safer using two bases. So this is the semi-final look. Semi-look, whatever. Um, it should look like this before you move on to foundation, and this is just my method of doing it. So it's gonna be a little strange, but this is what works for me. So what I put on first is MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. But because this one can be very dry, really mattifying, I do put another one on top. I usually put Too Faced eyeshadow primer on top, but I'm just gonna be putting Urban Decay's Primer Potion because it's the closest one to me. My Too Faced primer is somewhere in my kit. So I start off with under the brow, and I use a really nude, I guess, eyeshadow. And whenever I put on eyeshadow, I usually always press. I don't really sweep back and forth. It keeps from making a mess and just keeps the packs on the color. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush, blending brush. It's kind of dense, and I'm gonna use this MAC color. I don't know what it's called. Hold on. Brown Script. It's a brown red. I love brown, reddish browns. This is kind of like a soft color. So it could be a taupey color. It doesn't have to be red, but any soft color, soft brown color would do. I'm just gonna put that. Start sweeping back and forth in the crease. Alright, so I think that's pretty much good for right now. Bring it in here too. Alright, what I do next is get whatever eyeliner brush you have and get some black eyeliner because we're doing a black smoky eye. I just get some black liner. I'm just going to use MAC's Black Track Fluid Line. And I'm just going to put that, oops, I'm going to be using an angled brush. This doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to put it along the lash line. And go thinner as you get closer in the inside of the eye. So you don't have to be perfect with it, just put it on. And make sure you don't see any gaps right there. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Go in with a flat shading brush, and I'm gonna get this black I have in this palette. It's a really old palette. You can use any black, matte black. So just pat that on there. Okay, so just make sure you're keeping an eye on where your black is at. You depending on your eye, like for me, I'm gonna take it above my lid. So and be careful with the inside of the eye. Okay. Now I'm kind of just with whatever's left on the brush. With this same brush, I'm kind of just putting it on its, instead of putting it flat, I'm turning it on its side and using the tips to just kind of sweep back and forth. Small strokes. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a dark red brown again because I used a red brown in the crease. I'm gonna use another red brown, but it's a dark red brown. Let me just show you. Darker. It's like the color of my brows. And I'm gonna use a pointier crease brush, and And I'm going to put that right on top of where the black is at. Right in the edge of the black. And just sweep back and forth. And again, short strokes, not long strokes, not like that. I'm not doing that. I'm doing short strokes because I really want to try and soften the line up. Now you see it's starting to just blend itself out. I'm going to get some more of the black and just extend that down here. If you want that soft edge type of smoky eye, then I would just stop like this. Just keep it like that. Because it's already blending itself out, kind of. But because I like that sharp edge type of look, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend the black a little bit more down here. And then with that first crease color, I'm just going to bring that in here a little bit with what's left on the brush, not going back in with the color. I'm just doing like little touch-ups because it's already blended, like it's done. Now I'm gonna do foundation and everything else, and I'll show you guys how it looks when I'm done. I did my foundation and I put eyeshadow primer, the MAC Painterly, right under with concealer brush. And I put black on the outer half, and now I'm putting dark brown in the inside half, in the inner half. And just blending that in with the black. It looks really dark because it's getting darker already, and I was using the sunlight for this video, and it's getting dark already. I'm just gonna put some of that MAC Black Track in the waterline. You don't have to do this. If you have sensitive eyes, please don't do this. If you've done this before and you're okay with it, you know, this is just how I do my makeup. Oh my gosh. That light from my camera was bright. Okay, so I have my foundation on. My hair looks a little crazy. Ignore it. Gonna put some bronzer on right now. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush. I should really do a review on it, even though there's millions of reviews on them now, because they are amazing brushes. I'm just gonna use one of my favorite cheap bronzers. It's NYC Sun to Sun, and it's this one right here. And I'm just gonna use the dark side and contour a bit. Sorry. That was my boss. Okay, so I like really dramatic cheeks. Really dramatic cheeks. I love it. And I'm gonna use a nice bright orange, which is NYX or NYX, however you pronounce it. It's a dual fiber brush. And just gonna get a little bit of that and pop it right on top. Just adding a little bit of color, not too much. I'm just gonna go back with the bronzer and bring it up. I don't know if you can see. I'm just bringing the bronzer up this way. Okay. So for my lips, I'm gonna use one of my favorite, new favorite lip products or colors, whatever. And it's Cura lip pencil from Sue Devitt. Looks like this. It's a fat pencil. Just gonna use. Let me pat off my lip balm. Use some of this one. And just fill it in. And I'm gonna use another product from Sue Devitt, and it's their new like lip. It's like a lipstick, but it's also like a lip balm. It's really nice, and I like to. It's called Samoa. It gives like a little bit of a shine. It hydrates really nicely. What I'm going to do actually with, let me just wipe it off a bit. What I'm going to do with using this brush, the same blush brush, I'm going to go in with Too Faced eyeshadow in Mushroom. And I'm actually going to highlight a bit. So I'm going to put that right on here. Bring that same eyeshadow right under the brow. Right here. On the outer corners. So the highlight, you could bring it up here too, but this is just the way I'm doing it. And I'm going to get some of that same mushroom and put it right in the tear duct. So yeah, that's about it. Again, this camera is just not doing justice on this makeup, but I'm gonna post pictures of it. Hope you guys liked it. Hope this helps. Hope you guys try it out. Okay. Have a good one. Bye.
Spend this money up, roll another one, drink, act a fool. That's what I have to do.